Hello, my friends. Mr. Phoenix here. I invite you to partake in this acting journey with me. The first thing we're going to do is we're going to find a neutral and parallel position so that we are ready to work. We are free of any distractions as best as possible. Um, just take a second or two to do that. Right back here with Mr. Phoenix, ready to do some moving, some listening, some fun exploration. Yes, all right. I'm excited that you're here with me today. We're gonna go over some storytelling, and we're gonna have a lot of fun. All right, Mr. Phoenix here. I'm ready to get some exercises done. Get myself nice and loose. I'm in a position where I'm neutral. I'm parallel. I'm ready to be guided through this exploration, through this journey, tell some stories, have some fun, get to know you better, and let's go. And so at this point, I'm going to invite you to do some breathing with me. So when I say go, I invite you to take a deep breath, hold it in, and we'll let it out on the count of 5 ahs. Okay? Go. Ah, ah. Feels great, right? So let the tension out of your shoulders, out of your neck, your hips, all those places where you know tension likes to hide. Just feel it, just be released from your body. As we, again, when I say go, take a deep breath and then release on 5 ahs. And go. Ah, ah. Feels good. Now I just invite you to pay attention to your breathing. First, make sure that you are breathing. That's always a good way to start. Um, you can close your eyes if you'd like. Feel free to. And now that we're in a neutral and parallel position, I invite you to just kind of relax, do a little bit of listening. It's my turn to talk. And we're going to talk a little bit about storytelling, which is very important at a time like now. History is recorded through storytelling. I don't know if you knew this, but the roots of theater are very much aligned with the passing down of tradition orally, which how we know about events. And we can tell our own stories during this very interesting time period, so to speak. But at any rate, all stories have a couple of elements that we can always look for and identify. They are characters, setting, plot, and then conclusion. Very important to have characters who are the people or the objects that our story is about. Typically, we divide our characters up into 2 groups: a protagonist and antagonist. Protagonist being our main person, main hero, or the main object of the story, and the antagonist being the opposing forces, the opposition force to our main characters. And then we slide along to setting. Setting will include the environment, the time period when our story takes place, any unique details like a specific neighborhood, could any descriptive detail of the location or the time of the day or evening that helps move the story along would be found in our setting. And our final 2 elements of a story are plot and conclusion. Plot being the roadmap of our story. Our story has to start somewhere, it has a beginning, and then there is usually some sort of rising action, some sort of conflict, and then our story will eventually conclude, has to have an ending. All good things come to an end. And so, my friends, as we go further along with our storytelling, I'm going to, from time to time, reference this play, Maricela de la Luz Lights the World by Jose Rivera. It's an excellent play. I don't know if you've had the opportunity to check it out. At some point, we'd like to produce it here at PMA. I'll go ahead and give you a little bit of the backstory. A few days before Christmas, Maricela de la Luz and her brother Ricardo come out of a San Diego mall, and the whole world changes. It starts off slowly with this unexplainable snowstorm, and all the adults keep disappearing. Sounds like a dream world for some of my friends at PMA. But then a polar bear appears out of nowhere, followed by penguins. Penguins and a polar bear in San Diego? That's got to be something, right? The governor is on the radio urging everyone not to panic, and the kids decide, meaning Maricela and her brother Ricardo, decide the safest place for them to be is home, so they hit the road. On the way home, they meet a distraught Mayan moon god claiming that his brother, the sun god, had been kidnapped by the forces of the cold. The moon god begs the children for help, but they're convinced that he is nothing but an unemployed actor from New Jersey. What? Minutes later, they meet the two-headed goddess of the U.S.-Mexican border. She explains to them that something is out of balance in the mythical world, which is why everything is so strange here in San Diego. She predicts that a great battle between the gods of warmth and the gods of cold will ensue. She begs the children to join this battle and help restore the Mayan sun god, thus saving their city. Ricardo's game, but Maricela, she's a little uncertain. Suddenly, the goddess freezes and is rendered unable to speak. Her life is in danger, and the kids must act to save her. Looking for help as they continue their journey, our young heroes confront a massive cyclops, snow wolves that want to eat them, a sleepy Hercules, a seven-headed Hydra, and a toxic talking fog. Two severed heads as well, and finally, a talking snowman who wants them to give up their fight and surrender to the forces of inertia and the cold. On this magical and unusual journey, the children learn the meaning of heroism and commitment. Now, hopefully, I will be able to help tell their story in a fun, creative, interactive way that will also get you to challenge yourself as an actor.